Cinephile Mike, your friendly neighborhood cinephile, here with day 25 of Award Season Review Season 2, and Feel Good Week is coming to a close, but we're not there yet. Today I am talking about Netflix's Nimona. Written by Robert L. Baird, Lloyd Taylor, and Pamela Ribbon, and directed by Nick Bruno and Troy Quane, Nimona, adapted from the graphic novel by N.D. Stevenson, is a tale of knights and magic and technology. Now, as this is a Netflix produced film, there's no box office information to share of as of this recording. Award season wise, this is a film that I hadn't actually heard of. It didn't pop up on my Netflix list, but as it is currently nominated for Best Animated Feature for the Critics' Choice Awards, and that's how it, popped up for me to check out. And if I'm being honest, I'm hoping that this one really enters the Oscar conversation. Maybe I'm giving away a little bit too much about my rating or my feelings. Some of you have seen that I've already posted about this film on social media, but spoiler free, jumping in, Nimona at first glance makes you think that you're watching a film that's going to be set in a medieval time of knights and dragons. But we quickly jump into a future and learn that this kingdom, while yes, still functioning under the medieval theme of, the valiant knights who are going to save the people, is also a very technologically advanced society. And this kingdom is surrounded by walls that were created by Glorith, the fierce heroine who 1,000 years ago defeated an awful monster who threatened the people. And under her reign, Glorith created the Institute for Elite Knights. Now, the knights of this faction protect the kingdom, and these are from the most noble families. But in more recent times, the reigning queen wanted to show that the common man could also be a knight that serves the people. And so, she did bring a commoner in to be knighted to go to the Institute. And, early in the film, we go to the knighting and we learn that Ballister Boldheart, a common man, is going to be knighted by the queen. Now, he fears that he won't be accepted, but he gets encouragement from fellow knight to be and his boyfriend, Ambrosius Goldenloin. Now, all seems to go well, but at the knighting ceremony, this strange light from Ballastor's sword kills the queen. And now he becomes a fugitive from the law and becoming known as the Queen Killer. Now, it sounds like a spoiler, but it's not. That's really just the inciting event. Because then he's going to run away into hiding and meet a shapeshifter named Nimona, who recognizes a similar villainous spirit within him. And as she also knowing what it's like to be shunned for different things, specifically her shape shifting powers, she decides she needs to be his sidekick and stay with him. And thus the journey for these two begins, but doesn't follow the trail because why does she want to be his sidekick? I mean, Ballister wants to clear his name, but is this the right way to go about it? There were many twists and turns in this, and we learned that everyone may not be who they appear to be. Personally, even myself, as I was watching this film, I had some wonderings about the intentions of some of the characters, and seeing how they, circumnavigated this futuristic society was interesting because it added that layer to that traditional medieval setting. Now, style-wise, the animation of the film is gorgeously drawn and looks like something from the early days of DreamWorks animation. Some of those vibes of films like The Prince of Egypt and Road to El Dorado. And they do some interesting things with the color palettes for Nimona in a lot of pinks and reds, and Ballastar in a lot of darker colors, and all the good guys, if some of them can be good guys, all white and silver and gold and pure. Additionally, the vocal cast does some really solid work in this film. The two leads really anchor the work and they're phenomenal. Nimona, voiced by Chloe Grace Moritz, and Ballister, voiced by Riz Ahmed. There's just such a natural chemistry between these two. Now, normally in animated films, the actors are not together, they record their parts separate. Sometimes they bring them together. I wonder if they were brought together in the studio at the same time because their back and forth is so genuine and entertaining. And I also want to applaud the script because while not the focus of its plot, like also, and even the source material, this is a very LGBTQ positive film where we introduce, you know, a couple and characters that appear to be non-binary. And you know what? It's not an impact on the story. That's not a plot point. That's just who these people are. It's worked in. And, well, the focus is the journey that they go on to, for Ballister to clear his name and Nimona to show her true colors as to why she's here. And I have to say this is the strength of the source material, and I give a lot of credit to N.D. Stevenson, who was also the showrunner for the very well written and received She-Ra and the Princesses of Power that ran on Netflix from 2018 to 2020. Now, Nimona was a very enjoyable film and the first animated film of this award season of my reviews that I am giving my rare 5 out of 5 rating. Actually, this is day 25, and there have only been 6 films so far, 5 prior to this, that have gotten the 5 out of 5, so that says something. This film moves along at a very nice, crisp pace of 90 minutes and doesn't try to cram in too much backstory or subplots that take away from the story they want to tell and giving the information that they need to. Now, Nimona is currently streaming on Netflix. There's no theatrical information for it. Again, it is a Netflix release, digital release. It is not on any other platforms or available for VOD as of right now. All right, so there you have it. Nimona, 5 out of 5. If you like what you heard here, please subscribe to my channel and spread the word. Follow me on all social media platforms and compare movie reviews with me on Letterboxd. See everyone tomorrow for the penultimate day of Feel Good Week. Until then, this is Cinephile Mike saying, take a break and watch something new.